If you want to make changes to your life, you need to stop looking for evidence that it's not possible. I'm Vicky Kelly, and in this video, I'm going to be taking you through the way that your brain is wired to show you evidence that what you're looking for is not possible for you, and how to retrain it to look for the evidence which is going to support the changes in your life that you desire. Here's what I mean. We all hold beliefs which have been shaped by the conditioning we've received in childhood. Those beliefs have affected the way that we think about things, the way that we act, and therefore the results that show up in the world, which then reinforces the belief. So this is a cycle which continues and itself perpetuates. So throughout our lives, if we were to only ever use the conditioning that we've been experiencing, our brains will continue to seek evidence that supports that belief, that reinforces it and keeps it in place. So if we are trying to make changes in our life, our brain will automatically refer us back to our old beliefs about what's possible and present us with evidence about that. So we need to change that, and that can be done. This is neuroplasticity. It is totally possible. But if we don't do this, our brains will continue to keep scanning to support the beliefs that we currently hold. So if you hold the belief that it's difficult for you to earn lots of money, then guess what? Your brain will keep presenting you with evidence which reinforces that belief. If you believe you're not good enough, then your brain will keep presenting you with evidence that supports that through the way that people treat you or what's showing up in your life. So if we want to change our experience of the world, we need to change our beliefs, but that's hard to do if the evidence that our brains are automatically pointing us to suggests the opposite. So we need to make the decision to look for the alternative evidence, the evidence that supports the belief that we want to have. So here's my invitation for you. Become aware of the belief that it will be really helpful for you to have to create the change in your life that you desire. So if you want to receive more wealth, if you want your business to grow or to, get a pay rise, then the belief may be something along the lines of wealth flows to me with ease, or creating money is easy for me. Whatever it may be, the belief that that is going to feel good to you. Or if it's to do with creating a relationship or having a more loving relationship, then it could be something along the lines of, I am worthy and deserving of love. I have many loving relationships. Whatever the belief is, like for you, come up with the belief that supports what it is that the change that you want to make in your life. And then the next thing you need to do is to start looking for the evidence that is already there, because I promise you it will already be there, that supports that belief. Okay, so that evidence might feel small compared to the amount of evidence which is supporting the limiting belief that you currently have. But that is because your brain has been working so hard for such a long time to reinforce that belief, right? So your brain is automatically guiding you to the evidence which supports the opposite. So this is like that thing. It's called your reticular activating system, right? So this is like that thing where you think, oh, I'd like to have this a really unique car, and you decide that you're going to get a yellow beetle. Do they still exist? I don't know. You decide you're going to get a yellow beetle because you don't really see many of them and it feels like a really unique thing to have. But once you've set that in your brain, like once you've become switched on to the possibility of a yellow beetle, guess what you notice? You notice yellow beetles. Like you'll just be driving along and like, oh, there's a yellow beetle. Oh, there's a yellow beetle. And it'll happen almost as though they weren't there in the first place, but they were. You just weren't switched on to notice them, and you were more used to noticing the black Ford Focus, the white Kia Niro, and the white van. Once you've activated it, once you've started looking, the evidence will already be there. So if the belief that you desire to have, let's just use the money example. So if it's connected to money flows to me easily and frequently, right, then look for evidence that supports that. So it might be the unexpected refund that you received. Maybe you received a gift Maybe you got something for free, like perhaps a friend bought you a coffee, right? That might not feel like that might not look to your brain like this is evidence that supports this. But actually, when you break it down, it is. You're in receivership of something, and that's the belief that you want. The belief that you want is that it's easy for you to receive money. So if somebody else pays for something that you were going to pay for, you have received money. When you start like making a point of actively looking for this, you'll notice more and more occasions that it happens. So be really active with this, like get a notebook, write it down every day, reflect back on what's gone on in the day and notice, has there been anything which supports the belief that I desire to have? If there isn't, then look back further, like what has happened previously in my life, what's happened in the last month, the last 6 months, the last year that supports, that is evidence that supports this belief. And whilst you're working on supporting that belief and that belief feeling absolutely true for you, make the belief a desirable. So you've still got the positive belief. So you might not feel like you can honestly say to yourself, money flows to me easily and frequently right now. But what you can believe, what you can say to yourself is, I love the idea that money flows easily and frequently to me. Or I'm willing to be open to the possibility that money flows easily and frequently to me, and then look for the evidence that will reinforce that belief until the belief is money flows to me easily and frequently. So that's my invitation for you this week. I'd love to know what you think about that in the comments. If money mindset is something that you're really working on, I do have a money mindset program. It is wildly different. It's a money mindset experiment and it coincides with an opportunity to earn. So there's an actual business opportunity that is connected with this money mindset opportunity. I will put the details or I'll put the link to that in the notes of this. You may have to copy and paste it. But yeah, you'd be more than welcome to check out that information and see if that is something that resonates with you. If money mindset isn't something that you're particularly looking to work on, but you know that there are limiting beliefs that are affecting you that you would love to change, then you may well be interested in my Becoming Unbound program. This is a 3-month one-to-one program and it has elements which are self-led. So there's a workbook for you to be working on in your own time. And then we have supportive one-to-one sessions every 2 weeks. And we have WhatsApp support between sessions as well. So that may be a good fit for you too. And again, the link to more information about that is in the description. Thank you if you've got this far for checking out my video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to give me any feedback in the comments, or if there are any videos that you would like to see, if there are any personal growth challenges that you're having, or if you're wondering how to tackle anything in particular, then please comment below. I'd love to get your feedback and to know what videos would be helpful for you. Bye for now.